Welcome back, everyone. Let's get right into our topic for this video, the miraculous Muhammad. Some of the miracles Muhammad performed include splitting the moon, which is a detail not found in the Quran. And we're all aware of this story of Muhammad's night flight. And from Jerusalem, Muhammad also ascended to the heavens. Muhammad also multiplied food for his companions. He also caused water to spout out between his fingers like springs. And of course, not to be outdone by the Gospels, Muhammad also healed the sick. We'll talk about another one of Muhammad's supposed miracles later on in this video, but that should be enough to give you a brief idea regarding the miraculous powers of Muhammad. But not only could he work miracles, his bodily fluids were also miraculous. Muhammad placed the child in his lap and commanded for the dates to be brought. He chewed them and then put the saliva in his mouth. The first thing which went into his stomach, that is, of the boy, was the saliva of Allah's messenger. Now, how could this be called a miracle? Well, thirst never overcame me after sucking the prophet's tongue. Therefore, it is, as an accepted hadith, a miracle of the apostle of Allah. But of course, Muhammad had more than just miraculous spit. One of his companions drank his blood and licked it up. Another one drank his cupped blood. Something similar is related about when a woman drank some of his urine. He told her, "You will never complain of a stomachache." The hadith of the woman drinking the urine is sound. How could this happen? How could someone drink Muhammad's urine? Well, the messenger of Allah had a wooden cup which he placed under his bed in which he would urinate during the night. A woman got up, felt thirsty, and drank it without knowing. Now, before you get too grossed out, just remember, his urine, as some of our wise men say, is the water of paradise. I'm sure our entire ummah thirsts for this heavenly drink as much as I do. This is a real challenge for Muslims. Do you long for that heavenly water? Do you thirst for that heavenly drink? Not only was Muhammad miraculous in bed with the sexual strength of 30 men, he was also miraculous in the bathroom. When he wanted to defecate, the earth split open and swallowed up his feces and urine, and it gave off a fragrant smell. So this is how you would know as one of the companions if Muhammad relieved himself. You see some fresh dirt from where the earth had just swallowed it up, and you also smell something fragrant. Now let's turn to the Quran and see what Allah as well as Muhammad's contemporaries have to say, both about Muhammad's miraculous powers and his miraculous bodily fluids. In Surah 2:118, Muhammad's contemporaries ask for a sign, and the signs seem quite mundane. Surah 2:164 talks about clouds and animals and changing of the winds. There are signs for people who understand. Again, why has not a sign been sent down to him from his Lord? Because he is only a plain warner. From Surah 10, why is not a sign sent to him from his Lord? Say, the unseen is only for Allah, therefore wait. Surely I too, with you, am of those who wait. Surah 11, you are only a warner. Surah 13, why has not a sign been sent down upon him from his Lord? He's only a warner and a guide. Verse 27, once again, why is not a sign sent down? Surah 15, he is only a plain warner. Surah 17, and nothing could have hindered us that we should send signs except that the ancients rejected them. Remember the miracle where Muhammad causes water to gush forth from his hands? Well, that's interesting because the contemporaries of Muhammad don't seem to know anything about this. We will by no means believe in you until you cause a fountain to gush forth from the earth for us. Now, speaking of later developments, the story about Muhammad and his night flight going to heaven, well, the contemporaries didn't know anything about that. They asked for a sign that he should ascend into heaven. Moving on to Surah 20, why does he not bring a sign? Let him bring to us a sign as the former prophets were sent. Say, I am only a plain warner. Surah 26, he's a plain warner. Surah 27, he's one of the warners. Surah 29, why are not signs sent down upon him? Say, I am only a plain warner. Are you getting the point yet, Muslims? Muhammad did not perform miracles. He was only a plain warner. Surah 34, Surah 35, he is not but a warner. Surah 38, I am only a warner. Naught is revealed to me save that I am a plain warner. Surah 41, I am only a mortal like you. Surah 46, I am nothing but a plain warner. Let's do a couple more. Surah 51, I'm a plain warner. Surah 79, you are only a warner. Surah 88, you are only a reminder. The Quran also clearly lays out the reasons the messenger was sent, and none of them include performing miracles. He's a bearer of good news and a warner. He recites, communications, and purifies and teaches. Surah 3, reciting, purifying, and teaching. Surah 17, a giver of good news and a warner. Surah 25, a giver of good news and a warner. Surah 33, a witness, a bearer of good news, and a warner. Surah 34, a bearer of good news and a warner. Surah 35, a bearer of good news and a warner. Surah 48, a witness, a bearer of good news, and a warner. By the way, we just looked at 36 verses of the Quran. 3 plus 6 is 9, which is how old Aisha was when Muhammad had intercourse with her. As far as I'm concerned, that's a miracle. Let's look at one more miracle attributed to Muhammad. He foretold the future. Let's go back to the Quran. We'll see that Muhammad does not know the future, also known as the unseen. Surah 6, nor do I know the unseen. Surah 7, had I known the unseen, I would have had much of good and no evil would have touched me. I am nothing but a warner. Surah 10, the unseen is only for Allah. Surah 11, I know not the unseen. Surah 46, I do not know what will be done with me or with you. I am nothing but a plain warner. We even have some traditions that say the same thing. Muhammad said the keys of the unseen are 5, which none knows but Allah. None knows what will happen tomorrow but Allah. The Messenger of Allah entered upon the morning of my wedding. There were 2 girls with me who were singing. One of the things they were saying was, among us there is a prophet who knows what will happen tomorrow. Muhammad said, do not say this, for no one knows what will happen tomorrow except Allah. Aisha said, if anyone tells you that Muhammad has seen the unseen, he is a liar, for Allah says, none has the knowledge of the unseen but Allah. You may wonder, with all of the Quranic verses that we've seen in this video, why is it that Muslims still believe in the miraculous Muhammad? The reason seems clear to me. Muslims pretend to hold Allah and the Quran as their highest authority, but in reality, Islam is all about a man and the legends that surround him. And if believing in those legends contradicts the Quran, well, that's not really a problem at all, as long as the beliefs sufficiently exalt the true God of Islam, Muhammad. Thanks for watching.